Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching The Penguin. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching episode 7 of The Penguin, and I'm nervous. I'm very nervous because with Sophia finding Francis and Vic in Crown Point, she had a crowbar, and I think it's kind of meant for us to think that like maybe she was expecting a fight when she got there or whatnot. I don't know if she's the person that's going to hurt Francis and or Vic at all. She didn't kill Eve. Like, it just shows that she does have somewhat of a conscience. I mean, she killed her entire family, but she is not the hangman, right? So we have to kind of remember that, like, she did what needed to be done, but, like, she's not going to do something just for the bloodlust and for the fun of doing it. Not that that would be fun. I'm just saying that, like, that's what a psychopath would do. And it's so interesting that the first 3 episodes, I was like, what a complete psychopath. What a loony. And then I was like, ooh, I take it back. And I think she really does value things like family, and especially, like, with her own mother, being killed by her father. I think, I don't know necessarily if it's going to dissuade her from doing anything to Oz, but I don't think she would outright just hurt Francis. She would definitely maybe take Francis away from Oz, like, I'm going to go put you up in a nice little mansion, keep you warm, get you some food. We're going to get a doctor in here. He's going to give you some medication, and you're going to love me like I'm your own daughter, right? I don't know if that's the case, but I was like, what is like the one thing that would really hurt Oz that Sophia could do, and that like would maybe mean a little bit more because she had lost her mother. Not that Francis is motherly whatsoever, but I also don't know if Francis would be like, Sophia Falcone, and like maybe start saying like some bad things about the Falcones. But if she says Gigante, maybe Francis's little noodle won't comprehend that. And again, we don't know what she's dealing with. We don't know like what medical condition ails her. To me, it looks like dementia. From what I know about dementia. But either way, it's devastating when the person that you know is fading, and especially when she asks Oz to kill her if it gets worse. And, that's a hard thing for him to do. That's the only family he has left, like blood related. He lost his 2 brothers. I don't know who his father is and what happened to his father, but it sounds like he wasn't a great guy. So like having to take his last like actual family member is heartbreaking. Now, he did create this little community of all of these little gangs of Gotham that, they're looking at all of the haves while they are the have-nots, and, all of their communities are suffering. And, he went and got somebody to turn on the lights in a very violent and graphic way, but it worked, right? So like the one thing about Oz is that I might not like the way he does things, but he gets shit done, and then he always has another move. Now, I don't know if he was planning on Sophia, like if there was a plan B for any of this. I don't think there was. So I'm curious to see what happens when this episode starts. Now, also, Vic he killed Squid. I'm not sad about Squid, but I am sad that Victor did it because I really care about that boy and I want him to be okay. And I don't think taking a life is easy. I don't think that that's a stain that you can just wash off. I don't think that that's something that you can just kind of shrug off. And I don't know if like once you've done it, you can easily do it again. And I worry about Vic. He's a precious baby and I want to hold him dear. And the moment that he had with Oz when he admitted what he did to Squid, and Oz going over there and, giving him a hug and saying it gets easier, like what a tender moment that I think Vic probably needed, and that like Oz truly meant. I feel like when he is vulnerable, he's very vulnerable. Now, the one person that he probably wasn't as vulnerable with as he should have been was Eve. And, I think Sophia like kind of saw that like she's not the source of information that she thought she was going to get, like all this information about Oz, but like she did get the location of where Oz would be from Eve. And I think maybe that was a guess on Eve's part. I don't think she knew that he was necessarily in Crown Point. I think like she was like, that's probably where he went. But like Eve learning about Oz, that Oz was working for Carmine and hiding those girls' deaths, and that those girls were like friends, sisters, family to her. And I think that definitely changed her loyalty towards Oz. And I don't blame her, and I did not want Sophia to kill her either, and I was worried. And like, I think that moment let me know that like Sophia is a killer, but she's not that killer. She's not the one that just is like, you're not going to give me what I want, pop. You know, I think that like, I think she's a little fair. Like she like gives people the opportunity to apologize. And, you know, like she was like giving her family an opportunity to like let her back into the family business and to listen to her. And no one was, you know, and everyone had turned against her. No one apologized about it. You know, no one came forward about it. So, you know, like Sophia, I think is mostly fair when she makes these judgments and these decisions. And I'm glad she didn't kill Eve. Had she wouldn't know where Oz is. And I think Frances would be a little bit safer. But again, I don't know how that scenario is going to play out. So now we got the triads and all the gangs kind of working together with Oz against the Marconi and the Gigante. There is but one from both families. And I it's hard because I want to see Sophia succeed because I love Sophia. And I want to see Oz succeed because I've seen where he's come from and how hard he's had to work to get here. And it's hard because you like really shouldn't want good things for either one of these people. But I do. But they're going to have to, you know, either take one another out, end up working together. If she can work with a Marconi, she can work with Oz. I don't know. Alberto's death is really something I don't think that she'd get over. Her father's death and like the hate that Maroni has for her father, like they can both kind of like have that in common. But like if the Maroni goes away, I'm not going to cry any tears. Like I don't really want him to succeed or do well. He might end up taking over, and then it would be Oz and Sophia against him. I don't know. Salvatore doesn't really have much happening in ground to stand on as much as Sophia does. So I'm very curious to see how this plays out. So guys, penultimate episode of The Penguin. Let's go.
Do something to me that I can't explain.
Oh, we get him as a kid.
How about we watch a movie? One of the ones you like.
Maybe
This
later.
kid is great.
It's a date then.
It's a date then, he says.
Oh, yeah? Who's paying?
Cute.
Sorry, Mom.
You're in trouble now. 'Cause we are a zombie family.
Well, how fun of her to play with them instead of getting mad.
My favorite. What a treat. Jack, come here, sweetheart.
What's your problem, Oz?
Must eat Ozzy's brain. Benny.
Can you take the boys out for me?
You got him. Of course.
So he wanted to be the only one getting affection from his mom.
Oh, and boys, the second those streetlights come on, I want your little asses home. You hear me?
Yes, Mom.
I like Frances as a mom. She's very affectionate, very fun. Learned it from somewhere.
It's all right. Give her my regards.
So is she doing Rex's
Hey,
books?
Rex. Nice to see you.
He's already making connections.
Look, I'm telling you, he ain't a good guy.
Yeah, no doubt.
You ever wonder where he gets all that money?
I don't have to. He's a gangster.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's coming down.
Oh my god, the kid that plays young Oz is perfect. Voice and everything.
Got him.
So they had like a little clubhouse down here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 10.
Typical brothers.
Hey, I can hear you down there.
Oz definitely should not be.
I found you. Shouldn't have to flash this stupid light in your faces for it to count.
You know the rules, Oz.
That's mean. They know that he can't climb down that easily. Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Screw this! You know it's hard for me to get down there!
I'm sorry, Oz. We'll start over, all right? I'll be at this time. Get ready to
No! Oh,
Have fun getting
kiddo.
out!
Oz, no, don't. Oh, baby, no. No. They better not have died that way.
Where are your brothers?
They went to the movies.
Why didn't you go?
I wanted to be with you.
He is kind of obsessed with her, huh? Yeah, you better go check on your brothers.
Oswald, what movie did you say they went to?
Beetlejuice, I think. Yeah, I made your favorite. Whiskey and soda.
He made her a whiskey and soda?
Oh, Christ, what I wouldn't do to get out of here. Live in one of them penthouses all the celebrities buy? That'd be nice, huh?
Monday, Ma.
What if Sophia takes her to a penthouse? Oh. Looks a dance movie where everyone can just move so easily and gracefully. Oh my god, Oz. Oh my god! All this is going on and his brothers are drowning? Oh my god.
Beautiful.
Does that make me feel different about Oz? Yeah.
Vic! Victor! Vic, wake up!
Please be alive.
Victor! Hey!
Okay, good.
Vic!
Jeez.
Where the fuck is Mom?
I don't know. We were dancing and the lights came on. Shut up.
Oh god, Vic.
Get out of here! What about you? They got my ma. Gotta face this head on. Right, Cole's out.
Wow.
Donnie boy, go down the chain. Just get me an army kid. Go.
Okay, yeah, just that. Boy, does he love his mama, though. Okay. Normally takes you 10 seconds to think of something.
Get ease. Peace out. Filthy piece of shit, sir. Sophia got you on a tight leash.
Oh boy.
That's just a little taste of what you got coming. We got your mother. Yeah. We got your family now.
Oh boy. And I fear for them.
How's the old lady?
Sophia! Jesus, don't hide her. She got nothing to do with this. Come on.
Oh, she's probably treating her well.
Have patience. We're gonna kill him soon.
Okay. I'll call you when we're headed your way.
Okay, but where's Frances? Is she in a nice warm bathtub?
You looked me right in the eye, and you assured me you wouldn't hurt my family. Guess what?
He had it coming.
And I'm gonna give you the exact same deal.
Oz had it coming. Hey, Frances. How you doing, sweet pea?
You know, Oz told me you died a few years back. I actually felt bad for him.
Yeah, some people are easy marks.
Fucking Frances. Oh my god, Frances, you are a gem.
He's gonna roast Sal like he did his wife and their bastard son, and then he's coming for you.
Frances has no fear.
In your son.
Yes, I do.
I love Frances.
Oswald used to rave about this house, but I just ain't so impressed. This place ain't got no goddamn personality.
I love her.
You afraid of
love
color?
her. I love her. I love her.
When my Oswald puts a bullet in that pretty little skull of yours, I'll be tap dancing on your grave.
Wow, I love Francis.
Ginger fucking Rogers.
It's a good thing your other boys died before you could turn them into monsters like us. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
I knew she was going to bring up the boys.
They should have been home. I wasn't looking all goddamn night. You should be scouring the streets, for Christ's sake. That's your job, ain't it?
Francis.
Oh!
Yeah, you get the fuck away from me.
Sophia can see how broken Francis is. Ooh, I thought Francis wasn't gonna be mentally there, and she was very crisp and very clear about how much she supports Oz.
We may have a problem. I have a friend that works at Brookside Children's Home. She's a psychiatrist.
Brookside Children's Home psychiatrist.
Brookside
What
is
are we
the
talking about?
residential facility that's looking after your cousin Gia.
Okay.
Okay.
Evidently, she's asking to speak to the police.
Oh.
Do you know what she might have seen?
No.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Is she gonna now have to kill Gia?
Okay, be quiet. But I could use your help with something else.
With Francis. I thought for some reason he was gonna say oh, there was a Jack and a Benny that were admitted there a long time ago. They didn't really die. Woo! Huh. I thought it was gonna get dark. So Oz is gonna bring Maroney down here or something? Ah!
Everybody, get back!
Come on, Vic, show up with a cavalry.
Only thing left for her and I to figure out is how we're gonna do it.
Oh, I saw that nod.
You know what I'll never forget? Sal, it's the smell. Burning flesh.
Oh, I don't know,
muscle,
Oz.
fat, shit. Did your beautiful wife Nadia, did she wear a special kind of hairspray or something? Because, man, she went up like a tinderbox.
Oh, God.
Mr. Maroney, the whole fucking time.
Nice! All right, all right. Oh, this music is insane. Good job, Mick. Jeez. Come on, kick his ass, Oz. The only one I give two shits about is Maroney. You got a surprise for him?
Don't. Let's go.
Is he having a heart attack? Is that why he's grabbing his arm?
Come on. No. Sal, look at me. Look at me. I beat you, Sal.
Oh.
You hear me? I beat you.
I thought he was going to
win.
try to save his life. He wanted to rub it in before he died. Good for you, Oz. I don't care about Salvatore. Jesus.
I beat you, Salvatore Maroney.
You did. You did. Congrats. The kids' hospital? Or not hospital, I guess it's just a home. Yeah, you kind of did the same thing to her.
What did you see?
I saw a mask on your bag.
Oh boy.
Did you kill them? My mom and my dad?
Gia, I loved your mom and dad.
Oh wow, she's good.
It was a terrible accident. Do you understand?
Maybe you should have come in a less intimidating outfit, because you're pretty scary looking right now. Oh my.
Did you do this to yourself?
You did the same thing to her that they did to you.
They were bad people who deserved it.
Ooh.
And I am glad that they're gone. Don't hurt yourself because of them.
whatever woman you become, you deserve much better than what this family could have offered.
That's an intense thing to say to a little kid. Yeah, hun. Oh my gosh, the women in the show are so impressive. Between her and Frances and the acting that we get, jeez.
You want to kill me? I get it. But there is one thing you want more. All you gotta do is bring it to me. Just bring it to me. Not a hair on your head, out of place.
Ooh.
I'll give it to you. What do you say?
Oh, he's doing the same thing. Is it hypnotism?
I can't breathe.
Sophia, look at me.
Stop clawing at your neck.
It's not on your throat anymore. It doesn't matter what he or anyone else wanted for you.
What do you want? Yeah.
I want to be free. I want to be free. I want Oz to feel pain. Real pain.
Uh-oh.
The kind that I have felt. I need him to suffer.
Uh-huh.
For what he's done.
How? Because, like, Frances... Jesus. But Julian, like, just being like, is Gia gonna be a problem? I'm like, stop trying to kill a kid.
I know this ain't the job you signed up for. You're the only army I got. I wouldn't ask for another. All right?
I don't know. Vic might show up with the cavalry.
All right, everybody out of sight. Fingers off triggers till I give the word.
Cars inside, tunnels. Gates are closed and locked.
Good.
It could be a trap. I mean, like, what are they gonna do? Like, kill her? Or... I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know how either one of these expected this to go.
What, are we just gonna stare at each other all night? You want to finish this? Come on.
Your mother is a very interesting woman, Oz.
She helped me realize a few things.
Uh-huh.
I keep trying on all these different faces, but
none of them feel quite right.
Wait, what does that mean?
Hey! Hey!
Who just got out and ran away?
you think you know what I want.
That is the same for you and me. Of course you do.
She's not in the car.
I left you a present.
Oh, God.
Did you find it yet?
Oh, is she in the trunk? Oh, God. Is she gonna be, like, with a bullet hole in her finger missing? Please, no, no, no. Oh!
Oh, fuck.
There's enough time to get out.
I think.
Oh,
if you
thank
do,
God.
come by and see us.
Monroe's. I can't believe that wasn't the end of the episode. But that's where Jack and Benny died. I mean, I knew Sophia wasn't gonna, like, kill Frances, but, like, I didn't expect a bomb to be in the back of the car.
Get dressed. We're going out.
This is that night.
You have to promise me that you're gonna make something of yourself. That you'll get me every goddamn thing I deserve. Because I deserve a happy life.
No pressure, jeez.
You deserve the best life. And I'm gonna get it for you. I promise. And I ain't gonna quit till I do.
Oh my God.
Vic?
Oh, it did look like him. It did look like him.
Well, if it ain't the Penguin. Sophia wants to see you.
Jesus. Okay, let's talk about it. Okay. Yeah, like I keep getting like this vibe from Sophia that she's not just like gonna outright kill somebody. But like, did I expect Francis to speak to her that way? I mean, part of me did. I was like, if we get Francis that isn't all there, then, you know, she's going to like say something kind of off the wall or unexpected, especially about Jack and Benny. But I didn't quite expect her to just be like, yeah, fuck you, my son. He's amazing. You know, I didn't expect any of that. But when it was happening, it was just kind of like, oh, this is delicious. These two women in a scene. Oh my God. Oh my God, the talent. And like, you know, I know no one is surprised, but Kristen does such a great job of like, I guess, I don't know if I'm using the right term when I say duplicity, but like she's able to be very menacing in the sense of like, yeah, tell me about Oz. And then she's like also like kind of like, I don't want to say nurturing, but like she sees Francis struggling and then she's just like, ooh, like what's happening here? And like there's like a little bit of sympathy there. Without it being like over the top, like she gets smacked across the face and like she's still just like, you know, like this old broad, you know, it's like the last little bit of life Frances has in her is what she was giving Sophia. And I think Sophia like knows that she's kind of harmless and like the words that she says are they're meant to bite. And, you know, Sophia mentioning Jack and Benny and saying like, oh, good thing they died so you can, you know, mess them up too. You know, that's enough to like trigger something in Frances's brain to like, you know, just kind of like go back to a different time. Now, Sophia does not get a choice about being born into a specific family, right? Just as Oz didn't either. And she was put in a really horrible situation that her father then turned into a horrific situation for her. And now she's kind of still in this. And when she says she went from one institution to another, she's 100% correct. Now, Oz, I don't know what made him be the kid that he is, if it was Frances and he's just the monster of her own creation, but he's fairly obsessed with his mom, like fairly obsessed with Ma. And like his other brothers, like they like seem cute. His older brother, Jack, seemed like he kind of had, where was it, Benny? I think it was Jack. Jack was the older one. Seemed like he was a good older brother. He was going to make something with his life. And, you know, like, I don't know if ROTC is like, you know, that big of a game changer, but it would get him out of the situation that he's in and kind of change things for him a little bit. And he could already sense that, you know, Rex wasn't a good person, that he was a bad guy. And, you know, then you have Oz is just like, yeah, he's a gangster, you know, like, sup Rex, you know, like stuff like that, where like they just have two different mindsets, two different demeanors. And, you know, I don't know if Oz knows that he killed his brothers necessarily, if that was 100% the plan, that he was just like, I'm getting rid of them. I don't really care about them anyways. He cared more about his mom and having his mom all to himself. So maybe he is a freaking psychopath. You know, like there's something off with him for sure. But where you'd think Sophia would have been the psychopath, it really showed that it was Oz that was the problem. That from kind of the get-go, however he was raised and whatever, you know, especially after his brother's dying and his mother having that focus on him and him having everything he wants with Ma, you know, just like giving him all this love and her like telling him, you better give me a good life. That gave him a goal to work towards a person that he loved, that he wanted to uplift and give that life to. That is so messed up. That is so messed up that he killed his brothers. Couldn't have told you that was going to happen. I had no clue that was going to be a thing. Fuck. And then, you know, of course, with Sophia and seeing Gia, like, in another institution, and, like, I'm just like, yeah, you put her here. Like, I don't know why she didn't keep Gia and, like, raise her or, you know, I don't know, send her to, like, a boarding school in Italy, you know, like, at least she'd be far away, but she'd be taken care of. More so than this place where she's, like, you know, scratching herself up and is going through the same thing that Sophia had to experience. And, you know, Sophia kind of admitting like, hey, our family was awful. They were bad people. And like, you're better off and you're going to survive this and you're going to be better off for it is something. I would say yes, but like the grass is always greener. And, you know, like she could have grown into a rich family and went to the same kind of like boarding school and like was like raised to be like a spoiled little brat. You know, like could have turned out like Alberto. It could have been kind of a sweet person like Sophia. You know, like it could have gone that way. But then also, you know, her coming out of an institution, it could change her life for the worst possible outcome, which is just never recovering. Or it could be like Sophia, where she grows stronger from it, but she's still messed up from it. And I kept thinking, like, I was like, Julian, like, I think wants to like kill Gia. Just get rid of her because then she won't be a problem. And sometimes showing empathy, to me, I'm always like, don't you dare. But then sometimes that comes back to bite you, right? And I'm like, Julian, like you got to stop with like, you want me to take care of it? You want me to take care of it? Like, knock it off, you know? And I know Sophia in that moment knew exactly what he meant. And she's like, I got this. Which thank God, that would have been so messed up. You know, I do love that she had that like breakdown where she's like clawing at her neck and she kind of just realizes that she's still under her father's grip. And like, you know, like her saying like, I want to be free. I don't know what that means. And I don't know how we get to her being free. Like give Oz everything and her just go to Italy with Julian and start a new life. Like with Gia, like they have their own family. Like I'm not quite sure what that means. But she wants Oz to hurt. So maybe the penance he has to pay is losing Francis. Oh man, Francis is amazing. What a force. What a fucking force. Oh, delicious. What a great acting episode. You know, like really seeing Oz lose his mind after he kills Salvatore and is like still yelling at him, like still trying to get it out, still trying to get his, you know, get the words in, like I beat you and and then shoot him up and like still trying to get that satisfaction of Salvatore dying because he didn't want him to die until he could like say what he needed to say or that he could die by his own hands because it seemed like Salvatore died of a heart attack more so than anything. So the bomb blasting a hole right there, you know, a lot of people probably died and are hurt, but like the one thing about like the this part of the city, Gotham, the dirtier, grittier part of the city that is not all shiny in the Falcone, Moroni, Gigante, you know, spheres, they're pretty resilient. So I anticipate that this is going to make a lot of people upset with Sophia. Not so much Oz. What a great episode. And I mean, Colin Farrell's going to win all the awards. He did a great job. He's a completely different person. The person that he's emulating is just, it's phenomenal work. But like the women, like I don't know who plays Frances, but I don't know if she was nominated for any awards. I know Kristen lost out on the Golden Globe and that sucks and she shouldn't have. She should definitely be winning the Emmy for that. I don't know what other awards there are still out there for. Maybe SAG Awards. That would be phenomenal. The acting, though, that we get on this show is just phenomenal. And these women are just a force to be reckoned with. And I love it. Oh, God, I love it. I love it so much. But I don't know how we wrap this up. I know we have to go to Monroe's, which is, you know, where Frances started this thing with Oswald. I don't know if this is where this thing ends with Oswald, but I do know that she said, if my mind's going, you know, you have to end this for me. And he might notice that she's going and end it for her. It might make it seem like he doesn't really care and there's nothing you can hold over him to Sophia. I'm not sure. Gosh, I wonder how they're going to end this. Again, not upset about Salvatore. Nope. Salvatore... I mean, I'll miss Clancy Brown because I love him as an actor. And I think that he always, I don't know, he just is, he's always elevated as an actor, but he always has like that role that it's not like the main focus. And that's fine by me. Like he's a really great secondary actor. And he always just does a phenomenal job. And, you know, just even when Oz is talking about Nadia and the smell of them burning and like, I don't know what your wife put in her hair, but man, she just went up like a tinderbox. And it's just like, they're so good. They're so good. The writing in this show is good, but the way the lines are delivered and all the acting thereafter is just phenomenal. So good. And we have to wait and see where Vince shows up. Because he's probably going to have the triad and everybody else, especially after this thing happened, that they're going to be gunning for Sophia. I don't know. I hope maybe, I don't know. I love Sophia. So I want her to just like ride off into the sunset with her, weird little psychiatrist and her, not so daughter. I don't know. That's best case scenario as far as I can tell. Because we know that the Penguin is notorious. I ain't never heard of no Sophia Gigante. I'm just saying. And he is a piece of work. He is a psychopath. And I had a lot of sympathy for him. Not so much anymore. Now I'm just like, I can see how he's become this person, how he's become this monster. But I don't know when it started, how it started, and why it started. But definitely knowing what he did to his brothers. Woo! Maybe that's not the whole story, but it feels like the whole story. But guys, if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon and up to 4 episodes early. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. What did you think of this episode? Did your mind kind of change a little bit about Oz? Because I know mine did. Knowing what he did to his brothers, that is absolutely devastating. As somebody who's lost a sibling, I could never. And I'm just like, how do you not feel broken up about that? How do you not feel tore up about that? How do you not have a Sophia level like reaction to Alberto dying, to your brothers being gone? His was just like, more room for me. Like, mom's all mine. My God. What a twisted way to live. And I'm happy that they showed that. I'm happy that they didn't like keep trying to like give us this sympathetic character. Like, like he's got like the club foot and the scars on his face and he had a hard living. But like he started out as kind of a monster himself. So interesting. I love storytelling episodes and I love where we get a little bit more depth to a character, but also we learn something that we really don't like. Because I like loved Sophia and I was like, oh, she's a great psychopath. And then I learned the depth of her character and there was sympathy there. And there was like a lot of my heart just burst for her. And in this case, wow. What a great show. I am so happy that I started watching this. I know, again, late to the game, but better late than never, right? So at least I get to see something that DC made that was amazing. I mean, I'm sure there's other things out there. Peacemaker? I really liked Peacemaker. Thought that was great, but that's also James Gunn, so you can always expect that, I think. I can't wait for Superman. I never watched Blue Beetle. Probably should have. Flash had too much shit and controversy going on with it. Yeah, after the second Wonder Woman movie, I was like, oh, stinkers. That's what we're getting now, huh? Just a bunch of stinkers. Damn. Anyway, this is not a stinker. This is amazing. This is a gift, and it is truly wonderful and amazing. And come back for that last episode, guys, because I'm sure it's going to be fucking bonkers. So in the meantime, I'll see ya.